there, I'm Charlie and welcome to the Light Language channel. If you're expecting any level of consistency in this channel or any of the videos coming out, don't. That's not what I am. That's not what this is. I'm here because I really wanted to share a way in which I channel through some things in song, in music. And I'm sure plenty of people who are any musician is probably gonna be like, yeah, this isn't that shocking. This is just how I do my writing and stuff. But I'm kind of sharing it for anybody who's still exploring some of the things that they want. And I'm probably talking, to be completely honest, I'm pretty sure I'm talking to anyone who went through the same Akashic Record reading certification program that I did at the Little Soul School. Just sort of as a, hey, some of you were also on the definitely want to make this a business, definitely want to do stuff. And I totally get that. But have you considered what you can do with your hobbies with Akashic Records? Because if you can implement some of the somatic stuff, like, we learn all of the somatic things too when doing other practices and deep breathing and belly work and all of that. And when you sing, you're engaging your diaphragm, right? So you're doing a body-based thing, and you can start something that I call human jukebox mode. It's usually just reserved for the shower, right? You're singing in the shower and maybe you're making up your own tune as you sing. If you tap into your Akashic Records when you do that, and I mean it, do the bridge work, do the, if you have a prayer, the key, whatever, do the thing that gets you in and then do the thing when you come out, unless you want to do something else with it. But you can channel out some of the bigger dreams you maybe had. Okay, let's say you've always had this just love and passion for musicals, right? For crafting some level of a musical yourself, right? Akashically channel it out in song for yourself. You don't need to put it anywhere, but you can record yourself singing, and you can take that recording and put it into something like, I believe it's called GarageBand, or one of the different programs. You can take a whatever it is that your instrument is pulling out from the Akashic realm, from your own stuff, and you can then add to it and create from it and sort of just make this entire thing, which I just think is a good way to balance out all of the heavy mental, career-focused, make it polished, make it good, right? I'm actively doing what I call a bad job with these YouTube videos, because I could easily do, I have so many different characters and things that I want to do and make it sound kind of like an SNL audition tape, right? Because it's just a fun thing. It's a bit, it's just an improvisational thing that I do because I've done improv before, and I enjoy all of that, right? I fancy myself a comedian / writer. I'm just not successful. And then I died, and then I learned all about the Akashic Records and just everything else to do with spirituality and the apocalypse, right? So I talk fast, I have a lot of stuff to get out and to say, and there's a lot of energy, and there's a lot of energy right now because I just human jukebox myself in the shower. That sounds dirty, but I turned on my channel and I started letting something flow through. And what flowed through was for this video. And so I did my little dress rehearsal up in there, and now I'm super anxious because I'm gonna be asked to stand up and perform something for you, because the whole purpose of it is really just to give you the permission slip to go be weird yourself, right? Hi, I'm Charlie. I'm 38 years old. I haven't watched a show like The Real World in a long time, but apparently I really took to the talking head parts of it. I miss Nickelodeon and the 90s, but only for the screen-based portions of the 90s for myself. Which is cool. Life just keeps getting better as one of the adults that got out of the hell situation, right? Still gets weird, still gets interesting. And I'm just kind of here for those of you that have also been going through your own impossible experiences that everyone in your life calls you crazy about. You're probably just going through an awakening. It's probably what it is. Most of us are. But I haven't really seen a ton of other content from people who are as neurodivergent or screen and fandom as a language as me. So yeah. I'm going to have to stand up because when you're doing a level of somatic work with your body, it helps to have your whole body, okay? So if you're going to do this, have water nearby. I have a smoothie, but have something liquid nearby so that you can put it in. To be completely honest with you, caffeine shuts it down, so water. Like, I'm serious, water. And I just say caffeine shuts it down because caffeine increases your heart rate, and if your heart rate is increasing, then the heart coherence of the beat that you get on when you download it in can get a little bit wobbly. I also get thrown out of channel state if I start laughing. Okay, so at the moment, I am winding up my body, and I know that because I'm asking my body, I'm like, what am I doing? Okay. And so I am simply starting my human jukebox capacity to let my body be what translates things first. And because I'm anxious about this, I'm putting my fucking full body online. I'm a fat woman in my 30s that's neurodivergent as fuck. Like, who's gonna make fun of me? That's right, everybody! Correct. Yeah, no, I'm just making like fucking interactive videos because whatever, okay? There were interactive videos when I grew up. It was the only thing that worked. And I'm gonna be honest with y'all. Those of you who are having a really hard time with how the world is right now, okay. Like, you just haven't been paying attention to the world, my friends. Some of us have already been living in hell. We've been living in hell the whole time. Hell dimension, baby. I'm from the hell dimension. They made a show about me, apparently. Obviously, it's not about me, but it is a really fun coincidence or synchronicity or whatever. Because for real, y'all, it's a level of capacity to create the life that you want. And the life that you want may very well not be the kind of life that you see for yourself, the kind of life that you ever thought that you would have, until you go back into like age, where am I? Sorry, when am I? Pre-1990. Ooh, why did you go 23? No. My timeline, please. I want my jukebox. Thank you. Bye-bye. See, I was just tapped into something from 1923. What? Irrelevant for this conversation. Oh, cool. Okay. I'm pulling things into my Akashic field, and I'm using internal music to do it. I can't hear it right now. It's like it's playing in my body, and my conscious awareness is actively, heavily focused on you, the viewer, on this camera. That's going to fade in a moment and in time, because the thing is, whoever takes this video and is able to sync it up with a collection of music, you will get some sort of oracle reading from it. Whatever it is, whatever it is that you can sync my movements up to in song, your own recorded song, or a song that plays on Spotify, that's the fun way. Like, turn this video on and start it with whatever song you think of when it starts. So you're kind of hearing me and you're hearing the song in the background. And then see if I sync up to your music. Do I? Does that happen? Why am I doing this? Stop! Okay. I'm a body-based channel, body first. I allow for things to come out of my body before I do things with my mind. And because I just yelled stop, you can see it slowing down. What I got when I asked what song was that was the Mike Wazowski, like, don't you dare dip me, don't you dare dip me, don't you dare dip me, ow, I should have stretched. Yeah, so whatever it is that's coming through for you, who has tried this experiment and is listening to some music, do know that I'm shutting that part of what I'm doing down. Oh man, my guides can get me to do anything. They really can. They get me all hyped because I sang an amazing song in the shower. I did. It was just me just singing my thoughts. That's what I call it, just singing my thoughts. Because if you just sing your thoughts and you record yourself singing your thoughts and then you just take the musicality that comes out, my friend, you have just akashically downloaded your first sonata. Why am I dancing like this? Because we're doing a we're doing a fandom mating call or something. No, if I was doing a fandom mating call, I'd do like that. Like, right? Like, who is that? It's a level of, I'm actively in a dance with someone who's watching this right now. Is it someone who's actually actively engaged in what I'm doing? Probably not. But you can take this that I'm doing, make your own music with it instead. See what comes out of me when what comes out of me is something from my, oh, here it comes, here's come from my head. It's gonna come out in a lot of different ways, gonna be a lot of different things that I say and a lot of nonsense. Cause gonna turn off one sense, I turn off my glasses. I take off my glasses because I turn off the ability for anyone to see through my eyes. You can see through each other's eyes. Not from human to human, that'd be weird, and also deeply, deeply problematic, confusing, painful, and you would just die. You wouldn't survive it, you'd die. But you in the other realm, when you are not not Terran side, right? Not Earth side. Your other side. You're in the in-between, the goodbye. You're in the space where everything else is not. You can look through the eyes of a willing participant like me, someone who is allowed for that to be a thing that is through her body. Charlie has given us permission to speak on behalf of her through her human jukebox mode. There's a level of song that's happening, something that you, the viewer, can participate in, adding to your own flavor of it. Can you make a piece of it? Can you make it something that you create in a collaborative way? Is that possible? Is it possible to create what we saw on YouTube in 2010? Is that possible? Can you create the kind of thing that used to take everyone else by storm? It turned everything into, hey, look at these people on the internet. Wow, look what they can do. They're making fun things. They're taking news stories, making them fun. Can they make them fun? Can you make news stories fun? Because who knows, y'all? Y'all just been tuning into hell this whole time. You don't have to tune into hell. There's so many other dimensions you can tune into. It doesn't have to just be the lowest ones. It doesn't have to be those. And you can make something else with what comes out of channels. Don't take other channel, or take this one, only this one. She's the one who's like, sure, I don't care. She fucking died last year. She's done. I'm basically a ghost and kind of a corpse, but I'm still living because, well, one of us had to, apparently. Had so many contracts. Oh my God, do you have any idea? Do you have any idea how many fucking contracts you get into when you have dissociative identity disorder? Holy shit. When you die with all those contracts, you don't get to just die. You have to fucking live through things. And then you come back and you're like, wait, hold on. Whose am I fucking filling out right now? Every single relationship that I've had to deal with for the last year has been some level of an Akashic contract I didn't set. I came in last March. Yup, you can create new inners you. When you got DID, that's true. And I fucking came in on some sort of a love raft. It was a great time. It was very, very spiritual. It was very, very absolutely unattainable. It was very, very what the fuck? And I wrote about it in a book. I put my dog on the cover. Hey, are we doing some level of Hamilton? Because honestly, I get it, but like, I'm really white. This doesn't work so well, does it? Or is it weird enough to be okay? Is it kind of a Weird Al thing? Weird Al, did you make some sort of like bridge for me? For people like me, not just me, but people like me. Like, that makes sense. Channeling. You guys, it's hard to breathe. Why? Sorry, we forgot to turn on your capacity to breathe. See, sometimes the fairy realm, they forget that you have to breathe. Ooh, they forget you have to breathe. And guys, hold on, just chill. Hold. When you're channeling, you can always stop it. Unless you're stuck in a trance channel state. I've gotten there. The fairy realm is to blame. The last time. The first 2 times, no. But the last time, it was their fault. That's okay. They played with me too much. Basically, you want to be very cautious when you're channeling, especially when you're doing it like I'm just showing you right now. That's me getting into channel state, which is a full body workout. I am sweating. And yes, I'm not the healthiest person, but I'm also just sweating a lot. Because when you channel, your whole body just like lights up. They're giving me a minute. Ooh, they're giving me a minute. Yeah, so channeling is a lot like running. I would know because in 2016 to 2018, I lost 200 pounds and got really into running. So into running, I did all these marathons, and then I did the Dopey Challenge, where the week before I did the Dopey Challenge, it was also the extra Dopey Challenge, where I went to all 4 parks and Universal before the races. And I was fine. And also that final day, the marathon day, because the Dopey Challenge is Thursday you do a 5K, Friday you do a 10K, Saturday you do a half marathon, and then Sunday you do the full marathon, right? And you run through the parks, and it's like early in the morning, and if you do the marathon right, if you do the marathon right, you time it right, you can get to Animal Kingdom. I don't know if it's still the case if they changed the route, but got to Animal Kingdom just in time to get in line for Everest. And cast members opened it early for us because we're just waiting for the park to open so that we could ride the ride. Because once the parks are open and you're in the park, you can do whatever you want. You can leave the course. You don't have to finish. I mean, like, finish, because then you get the big medal and it's really fun. But like, got on the roller coaster. It was on the first one of the day. I was in the back car. It was just like, whoa! It was amazing. Oh my God. And then, well, then it was just a lot of running until Epcot. And at Epcot, first of all, everyone was really nice, despite the fact that they were at Epcot and there were a bunch of runners like in the middle of things. Like, that's rude. Disney, don't do that. At least charge the people like a quarter of the price if they have to deal with fucking runners at Epcot. Come on. But like, they were really nice, everybody who was there. And I got in line to get a frozen margarita, and then everybody in line was like, girl, go up front. And I was like, oh my God, thank you. And I walked up front and I got 2 margaritas. I got one for me and I got one for my husband, because Epcot's where you end. And like, you finish, and I saw him at the end, and we'd gotten him like a specialty shirt, because that's what we do, we're a specialty shirt family, right? And his was like, it was sleepy, and it was something about, I don't know, he still has it, but it's like, I was sleeping while she was doing the Dopey Challenge. Whatever. Chip and Dale were at the end, and I like saw him and I waved, but my big thing was like Randy, because I was like I got myself prepared too. I got like toward the end, I saw where he was, and I stopped, and I was like, okay, I'm all prepared, I put my stuff away, okay, because I've been like recording, even though I didn't do anything with that footage, and I deleted it since, whatever. Best laid plans, right? And then, what are y'all waiting for me for? You just want me to tell the, okay. Then, I saw him, and literally, as loud as I could, as I was running in, I was like, baby, I got you a margarita! Handed him a margarita, went across the finish line, got the picture of me with a frozen margarita in my hand. It's amazing. If you're a Disney fan and you have not done some of that running stuff, and you if you have especially been wanting to do a body-based challenge of, I think I could do that. Maybe not the Dopey Challenge, for real. I had to run like 70 miles a week just to be able to handle that level of stuff. And I did it from like June, July to January when I did it. And I'm talking, seriously, I was big with the marathon training, right? Plus I had done like 5 other marathons before that. So, you know, 5Ks are a great place to go. They're great. But also, a half marathon especially, that's very doable for basically anybody, okay? It really is. If you can do enough of the things and you do enough of the body-based things, the body can get you there. Especially if you are a person who weighs a lot and you have been living a life. Do you know how strong your legs are? Do you know how strong your legs are? Ladies! And those with ample stuff here. Do you have any idea how much muscle is in your legs and how strong these legs are? And how much Gaia wants you to fucking walk on them? And run if you want to, but like, get out there, get your Gaia on. You basically have Gaia legs. All right, that was a lot of channeling. You could call this hyperactivity. Sure. You could call this manic. I mean, okay. You do understand though that I am basically taking a thought bubble that I have been looping on. How many times? How many times do you loop on a thought bubble, right? And I'm just going play, but at like 1.25 times, right? You can do these things. You can literally do these things. When you are a channel and you study any of the stuff that just is currently available online, that people are teaching, things that you're getting from books and downloads, and I'm just actively trying to celebrate what it is I'm doing, what it is I can do. I don't sing my Akashic records. I don't sing to my Akashic records. And I'm asking, is there anybody else that wants to come out with Jukebox Mode? Okay. I just asked if there's anything else that wants to come out because I am always curious and I want to make sure before I close a video like this. Apparently this is just gonna be a short one. You're welcome. Wow, congratulations. We got to an episode of something. Hey, I'm doing episodes. We got to an episode of something where you didn't have to be here for an hour. Congratulations to you. Aren't you so happy? I think so. Okay. This entire video has been an ad for me. Hire me for Akashic Record readings. Hire me for your, hey, do you want to shake up your workplace? I'm serious. Program evaluation is what I used to do professionally for a very long time. I'm an HR specialist too. I know people, okay? And I'm not nearly as... I don't have to be so open and honest all the time, okay? I have levels and I have layers. This is just me putting myself out there in the wildest hopes that somebody takes some of what I said and plays with it themselves. Interactive video, right? I am never going to read your comments because comments are at best, okay? So instead, interact with me, talk to me while you're watching my videos. It'll make them more fun for you. And I mean this, I'm an Akashic Record reader. This is my Akashic Record container. All I have to do is tune back into my own Akashic Record container if I ever want to open any of the things that you sent back to me while you were interacting with it. It's just quantum entanglement. But in my and your future, that I'm downloading some sort of internal request live for me, not for you. I'm just doing it on a video and posting it online. Yay. soulharmonyconnection.com. That's my website. Hire me, please, or support us on Patreon because that's also some of what I'm trying to do.